Hello, Tarnished, or maybe Hunter. Unkindled or Ashen One. Depending on your flavor of pain, welcome to the channel, where we celebrate everything brutal, beautiful, and Souls-like. If you've ever wondered why you died again during that boss fight, it might not be your gear. It might be your stamina bar. Today's deep dive is all about something that doesn't get nearly enough love. Stamina. That little green bar you ignore until it's gone? Well, today we're talking about why stamina management is the true heart of Souls combat, and how mastering it separates the casuals from the legends. So grab your Estus, sharpen your blade, and let's talk about why stamina is way more important than you think. Let's get into it. Alright, so stamina is your life force in disguise. It fuels attacks, blocks, dodges, and sprints. Run out, and you're a sitting duck. Or worse, rolling straight into a boss's attack with zero escape. In Souls games, every action has a cost, and stamina is the currency. Manage it well, and you dance like a blade-wielding god. Mismanage it, and you eat dirt. In every Souls-like game, from Demon Souls to Elden Ring, stamina powers everything. Attacking costs stamina, dodging, stamina. Blocking, you guessed it, stamina. But even sprinting to escape? Yes, stamina. The green bar might be smaller than your health or magic, but it's used more often and regenerates constantly. That dynamic is what makes stamina feel deceptively simple, but it's not. You're not just managing a bar, you're making decisions every second. Do I attack now? Should I dodge twice or once? Can I tank this or do I retreat? All of that runs on stamina. If you've ever spammed R1 thinking you had the kill, only to get clapped by a counterattack, me, I've done that so many times, I get greedy. That's bad stamina management. Souls combat is all about risk versus reward. Swing too many times and you have no stamina left to dodge. Try to roll too much and you run out of gas. It's a delicate balance, and that's the beauty of it. Souls-like games are fundamentally built on this risk versus reward system. Want to deal damage? You risk exposure. Want to be safe? You risk losing opportunities. Stamina is how the game forces that balance. Go in with a 5-hit combo, you might land the kill, or you might leave yourself empty, gasping for breath while the boss goes Super Saiyan. Let's break down a moment. You dodge a boss's sweep. Good. You counter with 2 light attacks. Smart. You try to roll away, and nothing happens. Why? No stamina. You get hit, staggered, maybe even one shot. That one decision to swing one extra time cost you to fight, and that's brilliant design. Good players learn to read stamina like a second health bar. They pace their attacks, use positioning instead of panic rolls, and wait for windows to strike instead of mashing. Watch any no-hit run, you'll see they never waste stamina. Every move is deliberate, every dodge is calculated. If you've ever watched pro players, no-hit runs, or PvP gods, one thing becomes obvious fast. They don't just watch the enemy, they're watching their own stamina bar constantly. They know how long it takes for stamina to come back, they leave space between dodges, they rarely swing more than once or twice unless they're sure it's safe. Good stamina usage is the difference between dodging 4 attacks in a row or getting clipped on the 3rd and panicked by the 4th. And get this, it's not just being cautious, it's about discipline and timing. And anyone can mash dodge or spam attack, but a Souls vet only uses what they need. Efficiency is power. Boss fights are where stamina management shines. Against enemies with wild attack patterns and small openings, conserving stamina becomes survival. You need to dodge multiple times, maybe block, and still have enough left to land a quick hit before resetting. That's why stamina is your real resource, not your health bar. Now, let's talk defense. Think stamina only matters when attacking or dodging? Think again. Blocking drains stamina, and in many games, especially Dark Souls 1 and 3, If your stamina hits 0 while blocking, you get guard broken. That means staggered, which means dead. This is where shields become a gamble. High poise and block absorption help, but even great shields will let you down if you turtle too hard. So again, it's not about the shield, it's about stamina management. Rolling is cheaper than blocking in most cases, but it's still stamina, and panic rolling is the #1 stamina killer for new players. Rolling into safety is fine. Rolling 5 times because you're scared, that's how you end up with no stamina when it actually counts. The key? Roll when you need to, block when it's safe, retreat when you must. Mastering this balance is how you go from surviving to dominating. Let's talk numbers. In most Souls-like games, stamina is tied to a stat, usually endurance. More endurance, bigger stamina bar. It also improves equipment load, meaning faster rolls, and regen. Light armor helps too. Lighter gear, faster recovery, less drain from dodges, and certain rings or talismans, like the Green Blossom, Chloranthy Ring, or Viridian Amber Medallion, boost stamina regen. These items are game changers for aggressive or fast-paced builds. So, here are some stamina tips to level up fast. Never use all your stamina in one combo. Leave room to dodge. Don't panic roll. Learn enemy patterns and roll with purpose. Level up endurance if you're struggling. More stamina equals more options. Use gear that lowers equipment load. Fast rolls use less stamina and recover quicker. Never let your stamina hit 0. End combos early, leave a stamina buffer. Use stamina regen gear. Use light to medium gear for faster stamina recovery. In PvP, bait rolls or blocks to drain enemy stamina. Souls games aren't just about hitting hard, they're about thinking smart, and smart players know that stamina is the real MVP. So yeah, it's not your sword, not your spellbook, not even your armor that makes you powerful in Souls games. It's your stamina management. Master that green bar, and you'll find yourself surviving longer, hitting smarter, and dying a lot less. If this video helped you see your green bar in a whole new light and helped you think about stamina in a new way, give it a like, drop a sub, and ring that Estus-filled bell. Let me know your worst stamina fail moment in the comments. I've got more guides, lore deep dives, and spicy boss fights coming your way. So stay tuned, stay strong, and remember, every roll counts, every swing costs. Use them well. Catch you in the next one, Ashen One.